Hi, welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions. Whew. Had some fun tonight, guys. So we are, I don't know, like halfway at least into chapter 2. Honestly, I didn't want to stop yesterday. We had to because it was Deathshire's turn to stream. But let's keep going. The Clockwork City of Gog. We're going Gog. Okay. Barrett's curs are nowhere to be seen. Yet there's no sign of a battle with Lionel's griffins. Something's amiss. I'm going to see what I can find out. We'll meet afterward. Where will I find you? The Gog Low Town is just down this road. We're not like to draw much attention there. Alright. Watch yourself. Don't worry. I can take care of myself. I'm back in the studio. Join my party. Okay. I didn't check my character out. Just real quick. Good there. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll do that. We got a high push now, right? What else am I learning from MS? We'll do one more fight as chemist. Tavern. Rumors. Alright, we already saw those. Outfitter. Buy pistols, crossbows here. Rubber boots, protect ring. Makes you need to sleep in doom. Ooh. Bombs. Don't want regular potions. Not all my characters can use the high potions yet. Okay. Is this when we try to leave? Alright. See what they got. I think I'd be interested in doing like a challenge run of this where we just do like a single job or something. I think it'd be interesting. Like try and beat the whole game with just archers or just dragoons or just monks. Where are you, Mustadio? Should have been here by now. Could you have been captured? Are we standing on a building that's fallen over? That's what it looks like. A friend of Mustadio's, eh? Who's there? Bring him out. Hey, I'm sorry, Ramza. Have they hurt you? Not a step further. Prefer to keep a little distance if you don't mind. You must be Ludovich. Let Mustadio go, now. I'm a reasonable man. I just want the aura sight. Once I have it, I'll lose him soon enough. So, where have you hidden it? Tell me. Is that how you want to play it? Maybe this will hasten your speech. You there. Out with the other one. Father, what have they done to you? Bezrudio. I'm fine, son. Don't tell them where it is. Show him inside. Well, feeling a bit more game now. There's a chimney just behind Ramza. You'll find it there. Bring that to us, would you? Small enough work to spare your friend's life. This must be it. Let them go. Give me the stone. Release them first. Toss me the stone and then they go free. A true Zodiac stone at last. This should bring a smile to the Cardinal's face. You've been most helpful. Most helpful. Pity you've outlived your usefulness. Kill them. The Cardinal was with them from the start? Alright. Objective, defeat all enemies. Alright. The rest of our crew starts way back. Mustadio runs in to use his gun from melee, like you do. Does he not have a gun? What's going on there? Maybe they disarmed him. Oh. Hey, Carnova. Bad primals. What? I mean, that's sort of what the Lucavi are, I guess. Yeah, he's unequipped. Oh man, this bad news bears here. I don't know that he can die permanently right now because he's a guest. Alright, so we've got freaking summoners up here. A white mage and a black mage summoner. And we got two archers over here. Ice bows. Ice one, a longbow. The two thieves here. This thief has jump, a platinum dagger. It has a mage masher. Here and be on my way to the summoners, I guess. Oh, the block. Bad luck. Stop taking his white magic thing off. These are gonna go before me. I haven't hurt the enemies yet. I'm gonna take out Mustadio before I even have a chance to save him. Like, Ramza was the only one who could even get to him. Thankfully, we don't have to save him in this fight. We just need to kill all the enemies. Who are the summoners going to attack? Really, a physical attack. Interesting choice. I'm curing a dead body, but you know. Eh. Alright, that's gonna hit my thief and my chemist. Can't quite get to them yet. Just get as close as I can. Anybody that I can heal? Ramu. How you doing tonight, Kiranova? We should see our first Lucavi tonight, otherwise known as the summons from Final Fantasy 12, who are like kind of the main villains in this one. Steel Heart. Oh man, that's ranged? I have no idea. Did about 40 minutes. Did you hit a dinner? Yeah. I am streaming till 1 a.m. tonight. You come back, I'll be here. I think she's these doors. PST, yeah. It is currently 7:18. I'll be here for the next like 6 hours. I'll stream Zelda at the end, but for the first 3 or 4 hours is going to be Final Fantasy Tactics. I really want to push through Tactics because I have a lot of other games I want to play right now. As much as I really want to play this one. Okay, fine. We have Phoenix Downs now. Back there. Kill my shield, really? Whatever. I'm buying another shield. Nice. Gonna charm my chemist. I'm reviving the right one. I brought the fire spell up to his friend. And magic counter, which should kill him. How beautiful is that? Alright, so we got 1 thief and 2 archers left. Fine. His counter should reset, yeah. I'm gonna need you to not kill my my person there. Okay. Surprisingly weak. Hey Echo, how's it going? Yeah, I gotta make room for the. I have to make room for so many games, Karanova. We've got we're gonna play Persona 5 Royal after this. We're gonna play Persona 5 Strikers. We're gonna be playing the Mass Effect remakes. We're gonna be playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remake. And at the same time, still trying to get through all these Final Fantasies. So we have a lot of games to play. And I gotta make room. Stop trying to charm my chemist. Ah, dang it. It's unfortunate. Oh my god, she's resurrecting the enemies. Is that the White Mage one? He's probably healing himself. Yeah. How much improvement the remaster of Mass Effect will do for it? I don't know. You're not a big Persona fan. That's okay. I am. What are you gonna do? Stop wasting my Phoenix Downs. Stop it! It's 500 gil you just threw away. Not to mention my action economy. Dang it. Didn't quite kill him. You gonna try and charm the samurai too? Oh my god. The whole party's gonna be fighting against me. And she's gonna resurrect him again. She really wants this summoner alive. I'm getting ready to kill my chemist. My charm wore off. Thank God. He's gonna use my potions on him now. Oh my God. There's one way to farm JP, by joining the opponent's team. Alright, so if my character picked it up, do I get the adamant vest? I don't think I do. Use charms, right? What a dick. Is he resurrecting the thief? He's turned into a chest. I'm guessing no. What's my damage required right now? Okay. Headgear. I don't mind grinding, honestly. Just not with this charm guy around. Who apparently Ramza has horrible affinity with. How much MP do you have left? Because once you run out of MP, I'm kind of fine with you being here. Apparently dying gives you your MP back? Only on part during Dawn of the Dark Mine is not kills you need? I disagree. I don't think it's hard to get kills. I think the hard part... What are you feeling yourself? I'm fine with that. I think the hard part is just the sheer amount of JP you need to earn for so many different classes. It just takes a long time. 20 kills isn't that hard, especially if it's like your main character or something. I mean, it depends on the character, I guess. Oh my God, stop charming people. Swear to God, you don't. Oh my God. Resurrected another one. We're fighting this fight over and over again. That thief is MVP on their team right now. Swear to God. I'm getting ready to heal another one. Yeah, the kills only count if you wait around for them to turn to crystals or chests. That's true. Kira, Phoenix down. They're all good. I don't plan on him ever... No, I do plan on him being a time mage later, actually. Oh, gravity. Because my samurai is going to become like a black mage, time mage summoner. I'm just picking up the samurai skills for him first. That actually works out rather well. Oh, he gets all those abilities? You're not just choosing one? Oh my God, you got Phoenix down too. Like, you just learned all 4 of those? That was a good crystal. Oh my God, she's resurrecting the dang thief again. I would say whose team you're on, but it's obviously the other guy. They did. Her charm's about to wear off. And they can't recharm her. I actually kind of want the summoner to just run out of MP, and then we can farm a little bit. Plus, you can, you know, let their bodies turn to crystals. We can go ahead and finish Dragoon this fight. I'm gonna get Dragoon to level 8. Resurrected again. I went through all of my Phoenix downs this fight, and not a single one for my team. Well, actually, one was for my team. She's not charmed anymore. Oh my god. That's funny. It's unfortunate that you're not a big Persona fan, though, man. Because, like, this is what I plan to play next. You know? It is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna hit it from here. First priority is Mr. Charm a lot. My god, he's dodging and blocking. This guy is seriously like the most valuable player on their team. It's the thief. How did we not know it was the thief? Oh my god! That's the third attack in a row he's either dodged or blocked. Okay. It's dead and no one's resurrecting it now. Good job, WotL. Just do the ninja job quest. Oh, at 14? Yeah. Me and Minus did a little bit more leveling on, what was it, Friday or Saturday? I don't remember. I think it was Friday. So, we're like only like 4 levels away, or like 46 or 47 or something like that. Oh, you were with us? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't remember. The days bleed together. I'm sorry. That's right, you were with us. Let's figure out what we gotta do to level up. I kind of want to master samurai. Changing your race? How do you change your race? You have to like pay money or something? I see Dragoon. We are still level 6. Working on that. You have 2 vials of Fantasia that let you change your race and sex? Gotcha. Cool beans. Two for free in game normal, and you only get 1 in game, but you recruit a friend, also give you another one. Gotcha. That's cool. I'm just gonna grind JP here until Ramsey gets level 8 Dragoon. So that we can switch his job after this fight. Okay. Job level 5 chemist. The nice thing about leveling her up in chemist 2 is it's also giving chemist JP to everyone else, because you get like a quarter of the JP you get on one character goes to like all the other ones. Kind of bleeds over. About to hell something. Yeah, I'd try and play. I should probably try and play through this game at some point without like grinding at all. Probably really hard though. Maybe that'd be fun. Sure, it would be. I just want to get to the job that I want. That's the only reason I'm doing. I'm not doing it to level. I'm doing it because I want a different job. You have to play without grinding, you could not finish the game, it's a real challenge. Yeah, for sure. I was going for like ninja or something, I'd already be there. All I need to do to unlock a ninja is like get one level in Geomancer. There's other games I want to play too that we haven't gotten around to. I don't know when we're gonna fit them in. Probably not anytime soon. But like, I want to do the Dark Souls games, Ghost of Tsushima. I got Devil May Cry 5 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla for Christmas. I don't know when I'm gonna play them. So Ramses should be level 7 Dragoon now. We still see how much JP he needs to get to Ace. He needs another 763. I'll take just a minute. The hardest grind is probably getting Black Mage mastered, because mastering Black Mage takes so much JP. A bit ridiculous. I had a potion. things that he can do. You're in the way, huh? We'll run away now. Alright, we're just gonna move on. He's gonna take forever. How much money do we need? 400, 600. TJP per cast. Another like 13 rounds. Something like that. We can do that. Chemist with the killing blow. What's her attack up to? 24. Good lord. He's just asking to be smacked. Going with one out of the full right now. Okay. If we were playing the old PS1 version, we could actually just use a glitch to get a bunch of free JP in a lot of the jobs. They patched it. The options. I think there might be some speed up options we can use, maybe. I don't know if we can do it here. You know, for me, I probably need all this stuff on, honestly. Move on. See you later, Carnova. If it was like this guy, you could like just turn off the animations and make everything super fast. It's another game coming out this year. You need this guy. Oof. Six chemist. Almost there. Dragoon 8. Alright. Done. My father. I hope we're in time. Alright, 11,800 gil. Thunder Rod. Not even thinking about like the move, find item stuff. Did I lose someone in that fight? Wait a minute, I should have had 4 characters. Oh my god. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, we're gonna have to redo that, aren't we? My wounds will heal, but the oversight, they have it. Ludovich will use it to wake the machines beneath the city. In time, he may even learn to harness the sacred power of the stone itself. Never thought the man we'd turn for help would turn on us. There's naught we could do but foresee that such There's naught we could do to foresee such treachery. Are you sure? What do you mean? Ha! Thought something of this sort might happen, so I took a precaution of readying a false stone. And that's the one I gave Ludovich? The same. By now they've probably realized how to see the looks on their faces. Then Princess Valiant and Lady Agrias are in danger. Danger? How? The Cardinal was working with Ludovich to get the stone. His gamble failed. He may have to try to ransom the Princess and Lady Agrias for it now instead. It's ridiculous. You would only make an enemy of the crown. Why do you think he wants the Artistite in the first place? The people tire of war. They tire of these endless struggles for power. They are afraid and they seek salvation. The Cardinal means to use the legend of the Zodiac Braves to bring it to them. Only once he's gathered the stones, he'll summon the Zodiac Braves and use their power to rule. Just so. We cannot give the stone to the Cardinal. We must rescue the Princess and Lady Agrias. And we will, but the road leading to Lionel Castle will surely be blockaded. We'll never be able to approach from the fore. We'll go by ship and take them unawares. Alright. Estadio joins for good. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact they only had 3 characters for like the longest time there. What was I doing? Oh my god. Yeah, we lost a character. I got so caught up in all the charms and everything, I didn't even notice. Our man Lad is gone. Our move find item man is gone. But you know what? We have Estadio now, so we don't need him. I hate to say it that way, but you know who else has move find item? She does. So we'll just move on. I don't know what I want to learn here. Ether, high ether. You're done with chemist for now. Should you go back into thief? You're our treasure hunter now. And we'll ride. Save of Howling starts. Radius 3, vert 3, ends. slows. Ashura, it's just an attack, right? Potetsu. Feed on the target's MP. It's will restore HP. That's a AoE heal. Protecting shell. Blow. Confuse and doom. Regen and haste. So good. Can't use them yet anyways, but we don't learn all of those. Alright. Anything we want to get from Dragoon before we move on? Hey, Mr. Turd Burglar, how's it going? I don't know that I need any of those. I just need to do the 8. Alright, go ahead and do Geomancer. Good. Not really have any abilities. That'll have to be okay. Equip. Best we can do. That's fine. Stadio. Actually in the group now. But you unlearned these abilities? Dude, you had these abilities. Alright, well, whatever. You lost JP boost too? Dude, I already taught you those. How are you level 4 machinist with like no abilities? I guess you have 3, but like, what the hell? Alright. Eleven, 10, 21, 21. There. Okay. You just look like poop, don't you, Mr. Turd Burglar? Good for you, man.
cogs and gulls. No hint of Lionel's griffins.
Hey.
Delita. What brings you to Argelus?
We have ears in many places. Few things escape our hearing.
Our?
I say this for your sake, Ramza. Return to Igros. Delve no deeper into matters of royal maidens, or those of sacred stones.
What have these ears of yours been telling you?
You think to save a princess from a burning tower. In truth, you would but set her on a higher floor. There is only one person who can truly save her. And that is what I mean to do.
Just what do you imply?
It's simple, really. Noble endeavors do not always reach the end that we desire. You cannot save the princess. However hard you endeavor to save her, you would do well to remember that.
What then is your end in all of this, Delita? I fear I do not know.
The Dukes Larg and Goltana, your brothers and all the rest. They are all of them swept up in a mighty current. A current they cannot see or feel. I simply swim against it. Nothing more. We'll meet again, I should hope.
Yeah, Zelda. Alright. City of Watches. Yours. Nope. New item. We can get Kotetsu! Finally! Oh. One second. Finally can get Samurai Sword. Take off equipped swords, which we boost back on. There we go. Speed. A little bit of health. Why would you ever want to use Ashra? That's it, same time. New stuff. Alright. Wizard clothing. Finally use our samurai abilities now that we have a katana. You're a weird turd burglar, man. Do you go around to lots of streams doing this? You would use the princess as bait to regain the stone. I would not expect such cunning of a man of the cloth. If some gall to speak, sell sword, it was you who let them escape. I don't deny, but it was not my task to stop them. Still your tongue, Ludovich. We will hand Princess Ophelia over to Lord Dystarg as promised. That much serves us both. It is no concern of mine if those who know the truth of the kidnapping live. I've had no hand in it. Be that as it may, the thieves who stole the gem are now with them. We use the princess to lure them out. We get 2 birds and 1 stone. I won't deny the truth of it, but such a plan has risks. Your reputation would not cast you so craven. I am cautious, Your Holiness. A soldier does not live to become old and gray, charging into the fields of battle unawares. Very well. I will see that every possible precaution is taken. Let us sprinkle a trail of crumbs to ensure they find our snare. A prudent move. The maid's the perfect bait to lure them to us. I'll assume responsibility for the rest. Far better me than him. How dare you? Very well, I shall leave the matter to you, Gafgarian. Your Eminence, you chafe, surely. Go with my blessing. The stone is as good as yours. Your Eminence, you cannot mean to trust a man like that. I trust things to those who can be trusted. Men who fail me time and time again are rewarded in another way. Your Eminence, what are you doing? Wah-wah. Okay. Oh, 2 different squads. Valiant swale. Where have you got off to, Gosling? Won't do to hide. There you are. They're using Agrius to put us on the trail. Oh my. Come along quietly now, what do you say? Hmm? Protect Lady Agrius, be quick. Okay. Party split up by the river. We have to protect Agrius. I don't know how well my Geomancer's gonna fight. Let's see what he can do. He'll do. To do to use these? Oh, do I have to be equipping the sword that matches it? Is that how this works? I haven't used these. Figure this out. Interesting. That explains why I might want to get something other than Kotetsu. Alright. Ramza, what are you doing here? We've come to rescue you. We thought to breach the castle from its postern. Why are you here? The Cardinal betrayed us. Was betraying us all along. He plots with Duke Larg. We've escaped the castle, but the princess was retaken. I was returning to save her, and here you find me. We must hurry, Ramza. They are to execute her. First these, then the princess. Alright. Let's protect Agrius, but I mean, they've given her a new set of equipment. She is, it's fine. Bye-bye, Turret Burglar. Tanglevine. Won't stop me. Hey, Adrenaline Rush. Block. Okay. Yay, auto potion. I didn't have regular potions right now, so it's a bit weaker than it could be. Auto potion uses the weakest potion in your inventory. That makes sense. Draga, holy crap. Dropping the big spells. Only 44? They must have horrible compatibility or something. Oh, and magic counter. Oh, that's beautiful. That was actually worse for him than it was for me. Oh, the tree in the way? I noticed it said 0% too late. I was in such a hurry to attack. We can't let Agrius die here, so it's going to be practically impossible to grind here. She'll kill whatever we're trying to keep alive. But that's okay. We just need to win this fight. And deal with being a geomancer later. If we can get to level 2 geomancer, we can switch to ninja for the next fight. Hey, I forgot you have a fine item. Alright, that should unlock Ninja. The mage just protected himself there. Let's fight our way through this archer. Let's go from behind this tree. Nice. Alright, Argus, do your worst. This is a chance to just KO them. Hasn't done it yet. That's what Lily said. He broke her armor. Goodbye, golden armor. She can move out of the way of the mage. Not protected anymore. A high potion. Okay. Archer down. High cushion. Team on the other side of the river is never much damage. It's okay, we'll get there. Hey, how you plan? How's it going? We're moving our way through the end of chapter 2 here. Still slowly creeping our way towards Dark Knight. Get your Manduga medal. Nice. I accidentally lost one of my party members in the last map and didn't notice that he was dead until the end. And it's permadeath, so he's just gone now. I decided to let him stay dead. You cast a spell on Mustadio, and he gets to go before it goes off. That seems dumb. Because I think you might just cast a spell on yourself there, but... He's actually easy? Gotcha. But to get the medal, do you have to like kill every one of them? Is that how that works? I do believe you just cast Faraga on yourself. And you killed yourself. Good job. Can't actually get in there to heal him, but oh well. I think we're going to switch over to Ninja for the next fight. We still need to get Geomancer to level 8 at some point, but if we're going to fight Gapgarian, I'd rather be Ninja than Geomancer. Turn order. Grease is next. Nice. Nice little set of abilities there. The game marks them for you after you beat Ganon. If you visit those monsters, you start to appear in... Oh, okay. It marks them after you beat Ganon? Gotcha. It's nice that there's like post-game stuff. Pretty cool. Yes, Ogres, that's right. Don't go kill that guy. Let him live. Game remembers the ones you killed before, but it only shows a mark after you beat Ganon. Gotcha. We're gonna play some Zelda tonight too. We're just trying. I'm gonna try and finish chapter 2 of Final Fantasy Tactics first. Yeah, that goes. Oh, don't worry, there's no rush. There's still a lot more to do here. I'd like all these bodies to turn into crystals at the very least before we end this. There's also some more move find items I can get. Oh no, don't make. Oh yeah, stop her. That's fine. You can do that. Oh, he's just gonna get her to go kill him. I can't kill her because the objective for this one is to keep her alive. It's like 2 of the move find items are on this side of the river, 2 of them on the other. She's getting the map right here. Oh, the Auguries, are you alright? I'm fine, but there's no time for that. We must hurry to the princess. They're taking her to the Golgolata gallows. It's not far. We've a little time. Of course, with all haste. Is it Onimusha tactics? That's cool. I like tactics games. I've hardly played. Oh, we get Agrius for real now. Holy Knight. Oh yeah. So I believe the next one's the execution site. Yeah, I believe this is where we fight Gafgarian again. If I remember correctly. So, I do not want to be a geomancer for that. I do not believe. How far are we getting it? We got it up to 3. It's not bad. But we can switch to ninja now. Do that. I have good equipment for it. That'll work. I could go buy some shuriken. I do sell them right now. Dual wields outside of us being able to get it yet, but we'll get it soon. Go ahead and buy shuriken and bomb. We can go buy some of those from the store. Our samurai apparently needs to learn the weapon that he's actually wielding. So I guess Kotetsu, I believe, is the one I have. Grab that. Let's start learning abilities. I can't do the move stuff in now. So let's do steel weapon. Start steel heart would be good. It's just cheap. Okay. Now let's see. Estadio. AP boost. His potion at least. Agrius. Holy Knight. Alright, so she's got the first 3. Hallowed Bolt has silence. Divine Ruination is confused. For those. She needs to get JP boost. She's 5 JP off. Really? There's a lot of names in Star Wars lore that mean something in Portuguese. Amidala means tonsils. Wow. That's funny. I don't know if I want to use her or not. I mean, she's pretty cool. You got Stop from Judgment Blade, Doom from Cleansing Strike, and this one has a chance to kill, but I don't know how often it does it. It's kind of a question of like, who would she replace in the lineup, you know? I like Mustadio because he's a good ranged character. Look at his guns. I mean, I'm still gonna focus on these 3, honestly. Alright, let's run back here and buy some ninja gear. Count Dooku? Oh, wow, really? Oh, it's a new sword. Who knew? Dual wield flails. Brigandine, huh? Good Asafune. Yeah, sorry, we lost our armor. Brigandine for you. Brigandine's just 50 HP straight up. Alright. Shuriken. Alright, let's get Shuriken. Then we can get some elemental bombs. Like, there's some stuff we can throw. And flails are attack 9. Only squires and ninjas can use them. Nice. Alright. Checking. Alright. No random battle. Dang it. Didn't really want a random battle. Oh, we might load the save. Let's see what the battle's gonna be. When you were a kid, there was a rumor that there was a Brazilian working at the production giving all those names. Oh, that's funny. I didn't buy the... Did I have the ability for the new one? The new sword I got? Asafune? Oh no. Alright. Some chocobos. Oh, that's like the one I don't have. I couldn't have afforded it anyways. But... I mean... you guys. Shoot all the way across, that's crazy. What's the range on Steel Heart? 2 times? Okay, I can use these ones because I have the abilities. Okay. But all you have to do is own the weapon. You don't have to have it equipped, I guess. Thank God. Alright. Does it use up the sword? Like, it has a number 1 beside it. Like, I have one of those swords. I don't know how samurai works. We'll find out. These are freaking level 28 monsters, so this could be really hard. Choco pellets. 72. Yeah, we covered it. Choco meteor. Kieran Beak. I don't think meteor comes up till later. Are you sure? Okay. What about you? You're now the level 29 version of Red Panther. Still just spawned every time. Pack 1 eye gouge. Guess they don't have craziness yet. Radius 2, radius 2, range 3. Damage. For a chance for leg shot. %. Choco Beak, 40 on Ramza, okay. Does Ashra. It's radius 3, vert 3 to enemies. Does it hit the other chocobo too? Hard to see. I think it does. I don't think it does. Alright. Did it two of them. Try it out. Oh, 0%. What does that mean? On myself. I mean, it's not supposed to hit me. See what it does. Spirit Blade. Okay. Freaking ninja! I love ninjas because they get dual wield and then just like attack twice basically. Also, they have like the best speed growth. So if you level as a ninja, you get a lot of speed. Oh, 100 damage. Okay. Hey, Mr. Chocobo. Ah, he fought back. Alright. Still possibly okay. Finish him off. We can resurrect him. Also want to see... We can still do it. Okay, good. But that's not like a one-time thing. Let's try Kotetsu. Binding Darkness. 84 damage. This isn't even like with a really high magic stat. That's beautiful. There's a reason we're making Samurai. Samurai's awesome. It just gets better too. Can't I hit him with my holy sword from here? Cleansing strike. Okay. Okay. Stadio. You can just shoot them from here. We'd like these enemies to, you know, count down and turn to crystals or whatever. Look how much range Stadio gets. Slowly heal up Ramza to get as much JP out of it as possible. Keep speeding up the Stadio. Once we kill one, I think the last one will just like shoot his leg over and over again to try and keep him in place. Shoot him there though. I guess I could try and get treasure items, right? Like, we're on the other side of the river now. I think there's one here. The melt bomb, sure. And just heal back to full. See the other one on that side. Could be like where Rams had died, I think. Either that or where the Black Chocobo died. Crap, me standing there kept him from moving. Oh no, there he goes. Sweet. Perfect. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. She could speed up the animations, especially like that one's so slow. Can I leg shot him while he's already immobilized and still get XP? Yes, I can. Okay. Well, I know what we're doing. That was a potion. There's two more on the other side. One on the corner where I found it last time, and one over there. While we're busy farming JP for these two, we can send our thief over there to get some items. I don't know that there are any good ones here, really, but items are items, right? It's nice because it's limited damage, so you can just do that ability over and over and over again. Do the items, we'll go ahead and leave here. We don't actually want to finish Ninja right now. We're going to use Ninja in the next fight. I wonder if leveling up a class like Machinist counts as Squire as far as like JP bleeding over into other characters. Percent chance to immobilize him is actually going up the more I do this. Very slowly. I guess about like 1% every time. One here. Oh. Huh. Maybe because I already got it when I was in the, Maybe you can't get the same item twice. Oh, I attacked him. Oops. Yeah, I guess because I got it in the story map. It's still gone. There's only one item left. %. Should be right beside that tree over there on the left. Level 4 ninja. Turn. Good turn. Common just like I can't do that. That's kind of the point. Right here. Battle bamboo. Okay. Alright, Mr. Audio can kill it. Actually, I need Ramsey to kill it. Oh no, it's not going to turn into a crystal anyways. Mr. Audio can do it. Nice. Alright. I've had trouble with the next fight before. I don't remember why. I just remember Gafgarian and the gallows being a thing. Guess we'll figure it out when we get there. What kind of ninja stuff we can learn? Get hit, become transparent. Crazy. Block attacks with greater ease. Can wield in other classes. We're gonna want that before we're done. Water walking. The ability to throw other stuff. Only if we like stay with ninja really. I'm just gonna hold on to my JP for now. Let's see. I want to see. You got like 400 something squire. Ooh, steel. Encourage your ally, increasing their bravery. Yeah, we can go and grab that. I think it is counting as like squire for spillover purposes. We can keep some JP there. There's gonna be an even better one. Chapter 4. Samurai. Go ahead and learn our new swords ability. Alicia. There's not much for me to do right now. Just audio. Alright. Arm shot. I got JP boost. Could get you move +1, I guess. Conceal evil, and we can move you off a machinist. What do we want to make with Stadio? We could archer and learn aim, I guess. And concentration. Oh, not a bad idea. Oh, will he be able to equip guns anymore, though? Is there an equip guns ability on Machinist? Equip axes? No, there's not. Just stay on Machinist to keep using guns? Unfortunate. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, I'll have to do. I'm gonna assign aim shot, I guess. See how that goes. We have JP boost. Go ahead and save. To the gallows. Alright, let's bring... our samurai. Another thief. And then we'll put Agris with Estadio. I guess. Olada Gallows. Got any words to leave behind, puppet? None then. Just as well, I suppose. Is that the enemy? We are come for the princess. Stand down or take her place on the gallows. And the trap is sprung. Trap? Time mages. Ooh. Ramza, ever the gallant fool. What have you done with Lady Ovelia? I've done naught with her. She's at Lionel. What of the gem? Gem? Might we spare ourselves these tiresome feints? I speak of the Cardinal's gemstone. The one who stole it travels with you, does he not? I would have it surrendered. If you want it, come and get it. So the boy now thinks himself a man. Very well. Let's finish this like men. Alright, he has quite the group here. Agris and other crews coming in from below here. So, okay. Agris and Stadio are down there. We got Time Mage up here. Got a Time Mage up here. Don't know what kind of spells they have. It could be haste, it could be slow, it could be frickin' meteor and demi. I'm not sure. I've got a knight, a carry, an archer. Afgharian is just as awesome as he was before. He's got a blood sword, which I would love to steal. Can you steal that? I know they've changed some things. I've heard that you can't steal the Genji gear in the PSP version, so I wonder if that means you can't steal anything? That doesn't make sense because we still have steal abilities, right? Can I steal that blood sword? I would kind of like to steal the blood sword. Geomancer can use it, really? See? All the more reason. Regular knight. Knight with some geomancy. Another archer in the back. I'm not sure how best to attack this. Afgharian goes third. Just stand here and get swarmed. Maybe we should go up there and try and deal with those time mages, but we don't have teleport or anything. So we only move so fast. Might be good to get Mustadio up top with his gun, or bow, rather, at this point. don't even know how much these do yet. Um, 100, 159. What do you get? You can't attack the back one. Let me take out this first fight real quick. Nice. Nice crit. Alright. This way? Eesh, a second. Oh, man, I really wonder what my chance of stealing Gafgarian's sword is. Gafgarian has Brawler, so if you take his sword, he's still gonna punch like a truck. And I really can't risk Alicia because she's my best healer. I don't think I should have her run in right off the bat. What's the turn order after Gafgarian? Dario, Elise, Margeria. Okay. Which one's Elise? Okay. The archer up there. This knight's not going to get a turn before he goes. But Gafgarian will. Let's go here. And just try and kill him. Oh, he blocked it. Alright. Put our back to Ramza. See what Gafgarian's gonna do. It's not too late to change your mind, Ramza. Return with me to Egros. Your brother Dicestar would fain forgive what's done. He said as much himself. Then let him forgive this as well, for I'll play no part in his foul plots. Foul? You would paint your brother's deeds as foul? A Balooth must uphold the duties of his stations. You of all people should know that. My lord brother seeks to ignite war to further his own ends. If such a thing is not foul, sir, then pray tell what is. Man does not eat an omelet without breaking eggs. Blood is the price of progress. It is the ink in which history's pages are writ. Look around you, boy. Evilness rots from within. Your brother would carve out the root of this decay, even if it means his hands needs to be soiled. Shadow Blade, 72 damage to our healer, that's okay. That can be healed. Oh, auto potion too. Nice. Forgot I gave her auto potion. Stadio, I really want to get you up to the high ground. Maybe we run around this way while everyone else is dealing with other things. Hope for the best. Try and get up these stairs. Arm shot. 58% chance to disable. Yeah. Would have been more useful than 30 damage. Right, Elise also going. Wait, oh, you're charging. There. But what if I do this? Why can't I do SFA? Because I'm holding it, it's not in my inventory. This one. Binding Darkness. Nice. Samurai's amazing. Grand Helm. The deck. She's heading towards the stadio. Is he attacking probably? Nope, she's going for my samurai. Makes sense. What are the time mages gonna do? Casting stop on Agrius. I'm fine with that. Casting slow on Mustadio. I'm less fine with that. Ramzar, are you a Beluv? You didn't know? Hi, this little whelp is a son of the great House Beluv. I am my father's son, but that does not make me the same as my brothers. I knew not of the plot to kidnap the princess, I swear it. Do you truly think I would doubt you now? You have more than proven yourself. Can I get beside Gafgarian? Because that would be so funny if he stopped his own people, but it doesn't look like I can. I can't get here. First I want to see if I can take out this archer. Not with that at least. Not quite. Good chance of putting stop on him. Yes! Stop on Gafgarian. Beautiful. +1 is fine. Do a little bit of healing, but that'll be okay. Alright, slow Mustadio. The stop's gonna go off on Agrius, so probably work on her, but maybe it'll get that archer too. I will not stand and watch Lady Avelia as she is made to another Pietra. Forget Zeekden. There was no avoiding that. You are an heir of House Beluv, Ramza, and you have a duty as such. It is your fate to see that duty fulfilled. As it was my fate to let Pietra die, no, fate has no hand in that. She died because I could not be bothered to save her. I've lied to myself all this time. It was my own inaction that killed her. I don't know about that, dude. Alright. He stopped, so let's focus on the knights. Only 27, really? You must have horrible affinity with that guy. He needs to be healed. As much as I want to steal the blood sword, this needs to come first. Here comes the stop. Will it get the archer? She already put stop on Gafgarian, so she kind of did her job. Oh, and it misses her. Oh, stop is an AoE, huh? Okay. Sure. Shoot Ramsey. We're only speeding him up. Come here. Let's see if I can't just do this. That's both of them, right? Yeah. That is just... Samurai are awesome. Second swing, 9? Oof. can't. I'm trying to steal this weapon. He stopped. 58%. Ah! I got a blood sword. Alright. First try. We're using that when we become a geomancer. Hey, welcome back, Kiradova. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Focused. Oh, is he casting haste on himself, I think? Let's see what that one was doing. Stopped him. Yeah, he's on himself, that's fine. You're pretty slow on this time. Oh, on Ramza, that's annoying. I don't have a way to fix that. Oh well. Fight's already gone really well. Thanks in large part to our samurai. I slow her off on your stadio. How's your health? Actually might do more damage with this than actually swinging the weapon. Yeah, even better if I had a magic class. I need to finish learning all the abilities though. Oh, nope. We can get all the way up to this guy. What'd you get for slowing me? These flails are really random with their damage, apparently. What are you doing now? Casting stop on Agrius is fine. It's not fine, but it is what it is. You don't have jump like Ramza does, so you can't get up there. That's that stupid knight. I probably can't shoot up high enough to get that knight either. Unfortunate. Stadio's kind of not doing well here. Okay, this will that'll work out. He drew the guy down at least. Counter tackle. Guy got out of his way. I think something on the stadio. Probably better to do this and hope for a stop. More damage anyways. Oh, I hope for a KO, I mean. No KO. More damage though. Yeah, stop on her. It might work. Failed last time, but what are the odds? Oh, I missed again. Nice. Oh, I'm stop. Oh, this is slow war off. That's right. Okay, Kafkarian is loose. He's swordless now, but that doesn't mean much because he has Brawler. Move over here. Back up to full. My timing is dead. Wow, how have I never used samurais in this game before? This is awesome. This time mage is dead. You truly are a fool. What is the life of one girl when weighed against the greater good? I see no good in using people, only deception and death. I will not stand by any longer as innocents fall prey to your good. I will not let you harm the princess. When you seal your fate, you stubborn fool. You kind of need to keep him alive for a little bit to let these guys die. It's a weird place to be in. Heal myself. Maybe Mustadio can like cripple him or something. Oh. Behind. That'll do. I can't hit him from here. One off. Alright, we'll just save the night. Alright. Try one of these shuriken. Can't hit him. Gives him a range attack. Oh, he can break my arm. Oh, he broke my dang golden armor. What a dick. Honestly, the knight would be better to keep alive than him. Curse me for a fool. I'd not thought you'd grown so strong. I'd best retreat for now. Right, we got rid of Gafgarian. They just got the one knight left. And he's disabled at the moment. Let's let these bodies pop. What do we get from him? Light mail. Any abilities? Cyclone, Tort, and Contortion. Like that. We're speeding up our move find item guy. This way. He's charmed too. These are so fast. It's here. Here. Okay. On the other side too. Ice bow. Raising my brave because some of it'll be permanent. Mobilize more off. Arm more off. It's down. Damn. I can't see the hit him now. Actually, a high potion. Cool. Those are down here on the ground. As fast as I can. One of them is right beside my samurai, and one of them's on the other side of the ramp. From long range. Damn. I think it's here? Yep. One more. $100 breakers. Audio, what are you doing, man? And a gold shield. Cool. I'll do it. The castle, we must make haste. Like we did just sit around getting items. Alright. Coming up on I think the final fight of chapter 2 is the first Lucavi fight, I believe. You've not touched your supper. A princess cannot live on pride alone. You think to starve yourself, none would weep, you know. There are many who would be gladdened by your passing. Stop being stubborn and eat. You were in league with the cardinal all along, weren't you? What do you mean to do with me? If you'd not give me over to Larg, then what is your intent? To put you where you truly ought to be. So you would manipulate me as well. I'll not do it, you know. I'll not bend to your whims. You will, if you wish to survive. You have no other choice. What do you mean? I mean... So, this is Lady Ovelia. Do your spirits find you well, your highness? If you would be but a tad more tame, there would be no reason to keep you in so cheerless a place as this. This seemed lavish enough quarters for a false princess. Oh, the girl does not yet know Lord Fulmarv. Truly, how pitiable. Tell me of what it is you speak. Very well. You are not Ovelia Atkaska. What? The true princess died years ago. You are her double. That's absurd. It is neither absurd nor untrue. You are not Ovelia. You are a straw doll placed in an empty crib by council members who bear no love for the queen. It was their intent that you would someday succeed to the throne and relieve Queen Laveria of her power. They placed you in the royal family after assassinating the queen's two eldest sons attributing their deaths to malady. The deception was complete and your ascent all but sealed. King Andoria was sickly, and so it seemed unlikely to father another son. But against all odds, another prince was born. Whether he is in truth Andoria's seed is highly suspect, of course. Like as not, Duke Larg found some other sire to ensure his sister's place as mother to the king. Regardless, all of the council's work was made for naught the moment Prince Orinus drew his first breath. You speak false, I'll not believe you. Believe what you like, child, it's of little enough consequence. You may be born a butcher's daughter, for all it concerns us. We hold a trump card in our hands. The stock from which it was cut matters not. What is it you wish of me, then? What would you have me do? Not at all, sweet child. We only wish that you be our princess, as you always have. I am a daughter of House Kostcha. I'll take no orders from you. Oh, then what will you do? Let yourself fall into Duke Larg's hands, and you'll have a noose in place of a crown. We only wish to help you claim the throne that is yours by right. Who are you? We are no friends of Duke Larg, nor do we sit in Goltana's camp. Think of us simply as allies. Lord Fulmarv, let us leave the princess to collect her thoughts. When she comes to see the reality of her situation, she will doubtless wish to be our ally as well. Indeed, let us give her time to stew. Come, Delita. All right. Plot, 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 plot. All right. I need dual wield, that would be really good for later. She had to worry too. Alright. Don't have enough to learn the next one yet. Steel armor. You didn't have very much JP there, bud. Okay. Let's save the game. I want to... Actually, before I do that, do we have armor to replace the armor that was broken? Yes. When she can wear the plate mail. Let's wear plate mail. Dragoon Samurai. Ooh, Samurai. Is his golden armor better than the plate mail? Yeah, it is. Alright. Okay. Let's save the game. Hopefully we don't get another random battle. We gotta go back over that other tile to get there. Lionel Castle. Oh, is this story? Miluda, pray forgive me. Back to Vygraph. I thought to deliver swift vengeance, yet here I am before you, my own blade sheathed beside me as yours lies sheathed within the earth. I have failed as much, but I shall not fail you. Your killers will know vengeance, and this, at least, I shall not be disgraced. You speak of a thing beyond your doing. Show yourself. Put aside your sword. I have no wish to cross blades with the leader of the Corpse Brigade, even if the brigade itself is no more. My apologies, my word's salt wound's still fresh, and that was not my intent. Your men died valiantly. Make your purpose plain. My name is Lawfree. I come at another's behest. My purpose is a simple one, to find you. We'd hoped you might be persuaded to work with us towards a common goal. Common goal? What jest is this? Claiming the bounty on my head is no goal of mine, but what is it that you seek? But that is what you seek, am I not mistaken? Pardon my presumption, but I do not think the tears upon your cheek those born of laughter. It is not coin we desire. It is our wish to rebuild Ivalice, to uproot her foundations and see that she is not twice made slave to nobility. And that is what you seek, is it not? You have my ears. Our ideals are not so very different. A fire burns in you as it burns in us. Your strength, your passion, your spirit. We would welcome these to our cause. You mean to use me? To every coin there are two faces. Do you not consider the other? Join us and our power becomes yours to wield. Have you alone the strength to avenge Miluda? Have you alone the power to grasp the reins of Ivalice? Alright. So I mean, like, those are the bad guys, if you haven't figured that out. The church is the big bad guys. The Cardinal and his men, everyone going after these stones. The fight between Goltana and Larg is kind of in the background, although they get involved in it too. Like, alright. Lionel Castle Gate. So there's multiple fights here at Lionel Castle. This is the end of chapter 2, I believe. Alright. First squad. One guy. Squad 2, 4 positions. Alright. Lionel Castle Gate. Wait there, I'll open the gate. Rather let it remain shut. Little Gefgarian. You made your way into the castle well enough, but you overlooked the ambush. We're surrounded. It's you and I now, Ramza. Shall we be about it then? I think if I get to the switch, I can open the gate and let them back behind the wall. So they got going on here. So Gefgarian is still Gefgarian. You get an ancient sword now instead of a blood sword. I want to steal that one too. Sword constructed using ancient techniques that have long since perished from the world. Attack 9, block 5, dual wield, effect immobilize. Knights and geomancers use it, yeah. I want that. Maybe we'll steal it. We'll see. Let's see what's going on over here. Got an archer with a lightning bow. Knight with a cool sword. Those are both lightning bows. Another coral sword knight. One with aim and parry. Another archer with a lightning bow. You can see the theme here. Another coral sworded knight. This one with item. And a summoner with item. Alright. And see, Ramses goes and then Alicia. And then Gapkarian. Audio monitor. Okay. Rickman's the only one on this side that goes before most of our guys. Alright. So maybe I have Ramses jump down and hit this switch. I think that's the thing. Oh, I can't even get to it. I'm no longer a dragoon. Yep. Alright. Throw a bomb at him. Let's try it. Alright. I don't know what the best plan is here. We're surrounded. I'm hoping to get the gate open and flee back behind the gate. Or run out now. Could be a mistake. Can I make a friend? 4%. Go for it. Alright, cool. You got a friend in me. Alright, do not stop me. Literally. Alright, Shadow Blade. Moon Rush activates. Stadio can try and Stable's 58%. Leg shot is 58%. They both are pretty much equal for this guy, so let's go for it. If you can't move, you can't do anything in range. Wait. I'm a little worried about that summoner and us all grouped up, but the samurai could run in and do some damage, but he might just die. That's still worth it. Let's pretend we can do this. Alright, we'll hit, only hit 2 of them. Unfortunate. A little misplaced. Took good damage though. See what our archer friend does. Let's see the other archer. Not bad. It's fine. Break my freaking hat. Okay. Sucks, but we'll move on. what does the summoner do? He's way over there. And casts on the samurai. That must be a heal. Gotta be a heal spell. I think it's a positive one for his allies. Okay. Judgment Blade is stop, yeah. And it goes out 2 squares. We run up to this guy. We're just kind of winning the fight out here right now. Moogle Charm, okay. Yeah, it's a AoE heal summon. Right? Yeah. Not that big of a heal. Okay. I would prefer that actually to other things it could have been. Over here. Lever ought to do it. Oh, he's blocking bomb. Alright. Do I run forward and heal him? Probably, yeah. I don't want to run the other way and go try and steal that sword. Just goes. Start back to our samurai friend. Bring the Stadio in here. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I'm carrying one guy. We need to focus out here. 76, 168. Save all these guys. Damn. And I'm gonna come here and try and get to the high ground. And present another target. Oh, can he AoE? Okay. The Shadow Blade again. He's healing himself with the Shadow Blade, right? We need to heal Ramza. He's almost killed at the full. Oh, it's a little bit dangerous to come out here, but I need to run. Instead of running in to get away from the group, I'm running in out to get away from Gafgarian. Oof. If I stand right here, I can get all of them, right? Nice. Fall back towards Ramza to heal. I think could kill that guy. Kill that guy. What's our tornado look like? Alicia is no, they all go before Agrius. could stop them doing some damage. Shit. Or I could waste my turn. That's also a possibility. Come on, archer friend, help us out here. Thank you. You got Ramza? Yeah. Ramza needs some healing. I should have healed him with my thief. That was a bad move. Okay, now he's doing an attack spell on us. Seriously? Shit. Bad luck. Oh my god, 7 hit points. Oh, I can almost kill him with a bomb. 5 hit points off. So Shiva on like half my party. How much damage is it gonna do though? Will it trigger auto pushing? Oh, she's down. Okay. for Gagarian. We'll see. Okay. Can you reach Ramses from there? Okay, he's going for it. We're making progress. We just need to do a little bit of healing here. Can I shoot him down there? Probably not, right? 18. %. Take it. There we go. That was due for some luck. Kill Ramza. Ooh. Okay, I have Phoenix Tails, but damn. That might do him. Okay. Possibly stop. Stop. Okay. I could have healed Ramsey with him too. Okay. Only 2 guys left. Granted, one of them is Gagarian. Worry a little bit about the Stadio. Can he jump off the front of that thing, or does he have to run past Gagarian to get out of there? He's doing a good job of distracting Gagarian, I'll give him that. And that knight. Please put stop on him. It's so much easier to steal from. I have to run past him without. Nice. That knight's stuck there. I don't care about this sword enough. I really don't. Before we do this, he's next. Yeah. Goodbye, sir. All right. I feel cold. Goodbye, Gafgarian. Instantly turns into a crystal. Alright. Nice. We must reach the princess before reinforcements arrive. That was a fight, man. 11,000 gil. Save somewhere else, because we decide we can't beat something. We don't want to be stuck inside this fight. Music Shell Falls. Your pace is slowed. Are you weary? We'll never make Zoltenia at this rate. Arriving sooner will no more make me a princess than arriving later. That day you saved me at these falls seems so distant now. Your promise to cut me free from the strings of those who manipulate me, it was an empty one, wasn't it? Empty or no, you've no choice but to follow me. The hounds are loosed. No bolt hole is left to you. Run and you'll so be hunted down as the princess who stands in the way of the throne. Why must you say such things? Hello. Northern Sky Scouts. I'd not thought to find the Lady Princess here. That thrice-be-damned Gafgarian must have failed yet again. The man is not but boasts and swagger. Our orders are to kill on sight. The princess does not leave this place. Fools! If it is your wish to die here, then so be it. Alright, gotta protect the princess. As just to leave him. Oh man, almost. Does it have an AoE? No. And we're all control the princess, okay. Yeah, Aegis. She's very hard to take care of. Haste, shell, protect, regen, re-raise. Good luck killing her. The princess beating him up. "72 and immobilized. Don't quite kill him. Will though. He is a beast. Finished off by the princess. I love it. Oh, put protect on me too. Yeah. And done. Was that enough to lift the gauze from your eyes? Bathe the earth in bitter tears, and it will still be all too content to drink your blood. Bemoan your fate and wait for it to claim you, or take my hand and live. The choice is yours. It appears I have no choice. Okay. I don't think we have anything we really need to learn right now. Alright. Final Castle Oratory. Here we go. believe this is the final fight of chapter 2. Cardinal Delacroix. I see Gafgarian's sword was no match for his words. Then again, perhaps the fault lies with his adversary. Baloo's blood is not given to spill easily, even when thinned with that of a courtesan, it would seem. But enough is enough. Your intrusions overstay their welcome. Leave the Aura site and then leave Lionel. A generous offer, and my last. Where is Lady Ovelia? You mean to free her? What then? You've turned your back on your house. A man cannot prosecute a war alone. Forget this bootless struggle. Think you mere will enough to see you victorious? Even will needs force, and you have none. Tell me where the princess is. Gone to Zeltinia. Her Highness has chosen to accept our hand and aid over yours. You lie. Her Highness has taken her first step towards the throne, but she will need a steady hand to guide her, and yours falters. Who better than us to stand at her side? She saw this, why not you? There's no reason you should not join us as well. The thought of besting your brothers holds no allure? We care no less for this world's fate than you. Together we can change Ivalice for the better. I have no wish to change the world, but nor can I stand by while men suffer and die on the whim of some select few. Do you truly believe you can change the world? Not even I am so naive as that. Nation humility from one possessed of such an artifact. That stone you hold can twist the very weave of nature, to say nothing of the world. Yet I fear my words are wasted on you. Actions speak louder, yes? And we get to see the Aura Site in action. Like I said, in Final Fantasy XII, the Aura Site summons the summons. And these are the same summons. In this case, he kind of becomes that, though. Like he's possessed or whatever. Kuklain, the Impure. You take no pains to hide your wonderment. How I shall delight to watch you die, each excruciation ecstasy. Alright, Kuklain. Go. Our first fight versus the Lucavi. These guys are bosses. So. Let's see if we can look at them. Level unknown, experience unknown, HP, MP, CT all unknown. Brave faith unknown. Can't look at his status. Nothing. How do you like Flame Burst? 18 damage? Okay. No melt. Yeah, they're probably all 80. Yeah. Here, have some of this. Oh shit, I should have moved. Okay, yeah, he's nightmare, huh? Sleep, doom, sleep. Holy crap. Well, that's one way to start the fight. I don't have a way to fix that. I have one way to fix it. Wake up. Spread out. Both my people that can do freaking Phoenix Down. Okay, she can't do, thank God. All the Phoenix Down people are about to die at the same time. Move here. Shit. bad, actually. Alright. Whales damage is something in them. Okay. 94. Wow, I hit that big area. Holy shit. This is Orisite's sacred power? How can power so vile banish villainy? Surely the Cardinal was no greater evil than this. Behold Lucavi power made manifest, whose might o'er all creation once held sway. Power of the Lucavi. I see only a devil before me. What have you done with the Cardinal? What nonsense is this? I'm the man himself. Or rather, he who once Delacroix. The stone, the Orisite, such powers grant the rise above man's frailty, a god. A god who brooks no meddling of fools, die and no suffering. Now we gotta run back and get healed. We can attack first. Oh, he's behind the freaking altar there. Fall back. So I actually learned high potion, that's good. Just AoE that whole group back there though. Yeah. Games I can get out of it, but that's all of my Phoenix downers there. Why is 0? Oh, just you can't work on him. He's immune to it, maybe. You can immobilize him, but he can hit everything from there. Let's just shoot him. I don't think Seal Evil's gonna work on this guy. Bio guy. It might just kill all 3 of them. You have to hope that Ramsey can put out enough damage to finish him off. It killed the one that wasn't already doomed. That sucks. Magic counter. That's gonna kill Risa though. That's not. That didn't want that magic counter. That was a bad magic counter. Oh, did it finish him off? Oh, thank God. How strange that I, undying, here should die. A death come early, ere my master could return. We win. It counts. Okay. Woo! The Kukulkan has a lot of big AoE nastiness. One Lucavi down. So instead of being summoned, it's almost like they possess you and you become them when you have the stones. Interesting. Like in 12, you know, you fight them and then get their aid and then you can summon them. And it's literally the same things, but... My advisor tells me you are the one who rescued Princess Avelia. I would have you tell me more. I am Gilded, a Blackroom lieutenant, in the service of His Excellency the Baron Grims. His Excellency dispatched me to rescue the princess, and so I did. Disguised as one of your own, a sheep in lion's clothing. Now I have returned. Hyrule, you say? That is a name I have not heard before. I thought Baron Grims and his Blackrooms fell in battle against the Eye a fortnight past. Indeed, the dark news spurred me to return with all greater haste. And how fares the princess? She is weary, yet from long journey, she sleeps as if among the dead. Hey, it's Sid! Is it not true you brought a prisoner? It is. Bring the prisoner forth. Let us hear the reason for your attempt on the princess. 'Twas to stain Duke Goltana's name and keep him from Lasalia. We thought to deny him the regent's seat. And who gave the order, Duke Larg? No, a close advisor of Duke Goltana's, seeking to curry Duke Larg's favor. Madness! None among us would fain betray our Duke. Silence this man, he knows not of what he speaks. I would hear it nonetheless. Who was it? Name the one who gave the order. I'd have your protection? On my honor as a knight, speak. 'Twas the man who stands before me, Chancellor Kelvane. What? How dare you? I do not even know you, knave. Who put you to it, the Queen? Stop this mummer's farce. I've naught to do with this. To betray your liege lord is an unpardonable crime, Chancellor. It was not I know not of it. Forgive me if I presume overmuch, your grace, but now is not the time for bandied words. The Order of the Southern Sky must march on Lasalia at once, and you with it. Give your enemies but a moment to collect themselves, and they will pin the Chancellor's sedition on his lord. Your grace must strike before they are given the chance. Deny the prince's claim and set the princess on the throne. Following his sack of the royal capital of Lasalia, Duke Goltana banished Queen Laveria to Besalat for her hand in the conspiracy, and Crown Princess Avelia Queen, but Duke Larg, insisting that the Prince Ornus was the true and rightful heir, at once crowned the child prince and declared himself regent. Moving then to free the queen, Duke Larg dispatched the Order of the Northern Sky to Besalat in the name of the new crowned king. Duke Goltana in turn set the Southern Sky to march in Ovelia's name. The curtain had risen on what history would one day record as the War of the Lions. Oh, that's just preamble to the war. It's interesting how they chose to have, like, Ramza, like, your character, be doing all of this stuff, like, in the background. Like they say at the very beginning, like, history doesn't remember you. People know all about the great hero Delita. No one remembers Ramza. This past evenfall, the count stood at 20,040, if both sides be counted. Alone, we've sustained 200,000 wounded as well. Marquis Elmdor de Limberry. The number of casualties does not concern me, nor does the depletion of our stores. These were to be expected, no, it is the drought that threatens us. The markets are empty and the tax collections fall short. With prices as they are, we can lay in supplies for another half year at best. Duke Larg must surely face slight difficulties. It rained unceasingly in Galleon this season. The grain rotted in the fields before it could be harvested. The real trouble lies in war's wake. There's no work. Whole villages have been displaced. Oron tells me over 100,000 have already fled to Lasalia and pour in by the day. I see no trouble in this. Let Larg struggle to feed the mewling maids and his soldiers both. It is no laughing matter. Should the conflict spread, we may find ourselves no better off. Think you Zoltinia proof against such fate? I assure you we are not. Has not the time come to chart a course to peace? Your fears are well founded, but we cannot yet end this war. We shall treble the rate of tax. Keep a close watch on those who hope to profiteer in these trying times. As for those seeking refuge outside the castle walls, we shall tighten our patrols at Limberry border and see that they are turned back. Duke Larg suffers as we do we. What better time to treat for peace? We talk in circles, Orlando. There can be no peaceful end to this. The kingdom cannot exist without her people, Excellency, no more than can we. In the 50 Years' War, who bore a greater burden than they? Would you thank them now with higher taxes? And it is not only the people. Our soldiers are made to fight on rations that would scarce feed a child in his mother's skirts. We cannot long sustain this war, and it is a matter of resources and resolve. Resolve? Have you any? These are the words of a coward. The 50 Years' War was fought to drive back an invasion on our sovereign soil. We were honor-bound to fight. And in this war, do you not feel so bound? You were never one given to hypocrisy, Orlando. Show leniency now, and they will only strike the harder. This fight is not for ourselves, but for our people in equal measure. The crown cumbers with them in every act. We fight to free them of such tyrannies. His Grace has the right of it. Besides, why lay down the sword with victory so near? Your title is ill-earned, Thunder God Cid. Your gentle words would sooner stir a breeze. Is victory so near? My ears are deaf to its approach. What see you in our plight that pretends victory? Or have you forsworn to use the use of your eyes? I will not sit here and tolerate such insults. Enough of this. You disappoint me, Orlando. Pray you do not disappoint me further. I will say this but once. Any man who cares not for the course I have chosen had best remove himself now. I will brook no further doubt, Orlando. Chapter 3. The Valiant. Awesome. There's 4 main chapters in Tactics, I believe. Delita once told me that he was swimming against some... If this current rushed towards war, and the world with it, the current, yeah, then what hope did I have to fight it? I made for Lasalia to tell my lord brother that someone dictated this war from the shadows, and to test my legs against the current. Alright, so we're heading to the royal city of Lasalia. New rumors? Drought and flood, the death of Cardinal Delacroix, yeah. These are all, well, some of these are a stalemate. 3 months have passed since the Battle of Grafovia. The first full-scale battle between the forces of Lassalia and Limbury on the plains that define the border of the two lands. Formidable knights, once allies in war, now meet each other as enemies on the battlefield in skirmishes with no clear victor. Bloody clashes that have resulted in close to 400,000 casualties. Many say that the two sides have reached an impasse and that the prospect of a protracted struggle does little to bolster the already low spirits of the people. Princess Ophelia, abducted from Orbone Monastery, has now been rescued. Not the same guy that abducted her. To the shock of many. The culprits were the Duke Goltana's aide, Chancellor Glavane, and it seems Queen Leveria herself. Rumors hold that the Queen instructed the Chancellor to depose the princess, thus placing her own son in line for the throne. Chancellor Glavane had been put to death for the plot, but the Queen denies all knowledge of it. The young warrior who saved the princess is said to be a lieutenant in Baron Grimm's Blackroom Knights by the name of Delita Harral. In honor of his achievement, he is expected to be given leadership of the Knights in place of Baron Grimm's, who was killed in the battle against the Order of the Ebon Eye. It has been 3 months since the death of Cardinal Delacroix, Liege Lord of Lionel. Although his death has been attributed to malady, many speculate that he was assassinated. Some even say that he was slain by an otherworldly fiend. The violent assault on Lionel Castle by a band of brigands on the eve of Delacroix's death lends momentum to such outlandish rumors, for strangely enough, the slain appeared to have been crushed to death. Famine, the likes of which have not been seen in decades, has descended upon Ivalice, and the eastern lands of Zeltinia and Limbury suffer from a drought which has reduced the harvest to half that of a normal year. And to the west in Gallion and Ovaham, widespread flooding has also destroyed close to half of all the crops. The capital of Lassalia is awash with refugees who have lost their homes in the war, or who are simply in search of food. So things are going great, you know? Going great. We got our outfitters. You can get a headband for more attack. Yes, please. You can get Murasame. Yes, please. Crocodile bag. And a headband. More yes. I spent a lot of money. Are we negative? I don't think we have. Maybe we don't have enough money for all this. Yeah. Sadness. Oh, that bag's expensive as hell. The ninja blade too. $53,000 for that bag. An expensive designer handbag of crocodile skin. Attack 10, magic +1, females only. Oh, it's a nice bag, you know? She wants the bag too. Of course you do. Flame shield. Absorbs fire, halves ice, sweetness water. The flame shield, ice shield also good. Opposite. Weakness lightning, absorbs ice, has fire. The ninja blade not better than the flail. It's one less attack, but I feel like it's less random. It would also be nice to not be able to use Murasame. Let's see what it does. Has to be in our inventory to use the ability. We can buy X potions now too. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Actually, you know what? We are going to stop here, actually, so let's go ahead and save the game. And this will be where we're stopping for Final Fantasy Tactics for tonight. And I'm going to be right back in just a couple minutes with Zelda Breath of the Wild, so stick around for that, huh? I'll see you guys then. Be right back. Bye!